Hey, Dawn. Are you still here? There goes my phone every time I go live. Chris, you got D? Yeah, I know. Hey, Dawn. Early. Early, early, early. Come on, D. Come on. Come on. Come on. Mommy's gotta shut the door. Come on. Come on. Good girl. You okay? Come here. Come here. You want to sit on Mommy's lap? Come on. Come here. Come on. Come on, big girl. Oh, you're heavy now. Oh my goodness, you're heavy. You're so heavy. Yeah, you're so heavy. You'll be happy tomorrow night, huh? Yeah. It's rough when people go away, huh? Hey, Sharon, what's happening? Can you hear me okay? Ooh, Australia. Is my volume working? Can you hear me? Can anybody hear me? Maybe not. Right. Oh, good. Okay. There's been something wrong with my volume, so. Hey, Dawn. Oh, thanks. D minor. She's sad because her dad's out of town. Hey, Brandon, what's happening? Oh, Ella, are you trying to come in? Now the cat wants in. Ella. She's definitely a daddy's girl. 100%. Mommy's only okay as a secondary, you know. Hey, Ken. Say hi, Ken. How's it going, Ken? Hubby had set this up, the live up for 9:30. I'm so proud of myself. I figured out how to change it, which I suck at computer stuff, so I was happy that I figured it out. And I actually got online. I was like, yay. Hey, hi. I can't talk, y'all. Hi. I can't talk tonight. Yeah, I had her scheduled to go for her bath and to get her nails clipped. But she just struggles so much when he's out of town that I'm like, I don't want to do that because she doesn't like getting a bath and getting her nails done. So I was like, I can't do that to her. So I just let her have the week off. So she'll have to go next week because her nails are like really long. I have a headache, you guys. Trying to fight through it. You sit. You gonna sit? Sit. You sit. Come on. You're okay. Sit. Sit. Let's see. Sit. Thank you. I know you know how to sit. I know you know how to sit. Thanks, Dawn. She's spoiled rotten. Spoiled. Like really bad. Aw. Can you believe that? I even wrote this down because I was like, I don't want to forget anything. So we're going to talk about that tonight. Because I was like blown away, when I started researching the specifics of everything. Hey, darling, what's happening? Yeah, I was like completely blown away. Like, what? Yeah, we got to talk about it tonight because between that, the Josh Duggar case, the Ghislaine Maxwell case, it's freaking ridiculous. Like, ridiculous. Hey, seriously, so what's happening? These earrings are getting on my nerves. But you guys, I wore them because they match my shirt. See? The little, what do y'all call it? Buffalo check crap. Matches my shirt that says Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. So how was everybody's week? My week's been good. Hubby's out of town. He'll be back like tomorrow. Tomorrow night, probably. I'm good. Just been dealing with this stupid headache on and off. Oh, thanks, Dawn. That's my Walmart special. I think I bought it like way too big though. I always do that. I always buy my t-shirts so big. It's crazy. I saw that Daybell in 23. I'm going to keep my mouth shut. That man is so stupid. I'm just going to keep my mouth shut. Oh, good, Darlene. I'm glad you had a good week. Good. My week's good. Looking forward to starting my YouTube channel with my neighbor producer. Oh, nice. That'll be nice. Holy crap. Let me know when you get it started and we'll check it out. True. Very true, Ken. Very true. It's just, when I lost a bunch of weight, like I still am in that mindset, where I buy my clothes big still. But it's comfy, so I don't care. Hey, thanks, Lisa. Good, Hyperion. Let me know for sure. My hair desperately needs to be dyed, in case you can't tell. But, my sister-in-law is in Arkansas with my husband right now, so I asked her I needed to know like what color to go get at the beauty supply place because I was just going to do it myself. But she's been busy and I didn't want to bother her, So, yeah, let me look. Hubby was he said, oh, I'm going to listen to your live on the way home so he's really good at driving at night, He likes to drive through the night. Nope. Sorry, I was looking to see if he had said anything. Anyway, oh wow, he did. Okay. Oh well, I'll listen to it in a little bit. Anyway, the heck was I talking about? I don't even know what I was talking about, y'all. What was I talking about? I don't know. Anyway, oh yeah, sorry. So he was gonna like sleep some today, and then they were gonna leave tonight and drive through the night because he does like really good driving at night. So, and he just left me. Let me listen to it real quick. He just left me a message, but it's like a voice message, and if I can find it. Oh, okay. So I guess they're on the road on the way home. Yay! Great week in Australia. Saturday here, just beginning of summer. Oh, you're so lucky. I wish it were the beginning of summer here. I mean, it was like in the 60s yesterday, and it's been like in the high 50s today, but then tonight it's supposed to get really chilly. I just hate cold weather, y'all. I'm just so not looking forward to it. So not looking forward to it. You have no idea how much I hate the cold. Like, I just want to hibernate. I just want to be left alone to get through, you know? I can't. I don't know how people like live in like Alaska. I don't know how the hell they do that. So, you guys, I just have a few things down here. Did you guys see that Brian Laundrie's parents are selling their home? And it's like for sale by owner. Like, you probably should have gotten a realtor, you know? Hey, Pat. Smile here this week, 75 for dad. Yeah, that's nice. That's decent. I mean, so when I took the dog out this morning, it was flipping cold, right? So let me back up. So she's the dog. She's, you know, the daddy's girl for sure. And usually if he's home and I say, come on, let's go for a WALK, she doesn't want to go unless her dad's going with her, right? So this week, because I'm it, you know, of course she goes. So 12:40 in the freaking morning, I had taken her out like around 8. And then I think my son even took her out like around 9:30, 10 o'clock. She starts going crazy that she needs to go out. I'm like, you've got to freaking be kidding me, right? It's freezing cold outside. It's like dark. I took her out, y'all, and she had to go. But I was like, that is not happening tonight. So when I get off of here, we are going out. I don't care if it takes 2 hours. We're going out for a long walk. Excuse me, because she is not pulling that crap again. Nope. Hey, Kate, what's happening? I thought that was a fake thing. Someone put that sign on their lawn. Is it fake? But I don't know if it's fake. Like, I saw, what's that YouTube channel? It's like CNN. It's like CN News or something. Is that right? CN News. I don't know. They did like a video on it, and I was like, is it real? I don't know. Maybe it's not real. I don't know. You'd think they'd hire a freaking realtor, though, right? Especially, yeah. Okay, you guys. So, right, Pat? Right, I agree. My cat's easy. Clean her litter box, feed her. She's good. She's so good. Okay, you guys. So, you guys know we're going to talk about this first. Hold on. I have to read something to you guys, okay? This is extremely interesting. Oh, that actually hurt my head. See, I try to talk in a fake accent and my head starts pounding. Okay, you guys, I want to read this to you, okay? So, this is from Don Wells, you know, Summer Wells' dad. So it's kind of cut off. This other YouTuber posted it, and I just did a screenshot of it. And gosh, I don't even have her name on here to thank her either, which sucks. Because when I screenshotted it, it just has his information. Um, so he says, I was in the deepest, darkest pit, no way out. The Bible was lying there in the mud. I stepped on it a few times. I didn't something open it. I was mad at God. But I allowed satanic forces to overwhelm me and overcome me and throw me down in this pit. There was no one that could help me, so I reluctantly opened the Bible, read a few things, and begged God, please help me to return where I once was. And he pulled me out of the pit. I asked him to please forgive me for being mad at him, for turning my back on him. It's not his fault that evil exists. I praise you, Lord. Please forgive me. And also I pray for all my brothers and sisters in Christ facing such challenges. Praise be always to the living God forever and ever. Amen. Isn't that interesting? Not one word about his little daughter being missing for over 6 months. Not one word about anything other than himself. Gee. Ella, what are you doing? Do you hear my cat? She's like, Ella, what are you doing? All right, you guys. So all of that about how he fell into this pit. So my question is, number one, is he still in jail? Do we know? Hold on, let me get caught up. Hey, Melissa. Yeah, sorry I'm late. Hey, Julia. Good evening, all. Missed you all last week, so we had power cut. Oh, no. Oh, no. The lawyer said the house is not up for sale. Oh, good. Good. I'm glad somebody figured it out. Isn't Brian in the backyard under the garden? Right, Pat? Right? That's what everybody seems to think. It's crazy. So all this BS, you know, is he in jail still? Like, I mean, I'm all for it. If you're a Christian, I think that's great. And it's great to pray for strength and to pray for whatever you're asking. But you would think in there somewhere he would be praying for his lost daughter. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, y'all. Hey, I am. What's happening? Yeah, I saw that and I was like, you've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. Really, dude? You've got to be kidding me. Oh, in my little notes here, I said he needs to pray to someone that knows him. Okay, you guys. So, Ghislaine Maxwell. Everybody knows who she is. She was... Okay, let me get this right. According to Juan Alessi. So he was employed by Epstein for like 11 years. And he said that, oh, Ghislaine was the woman of the house. He said she was involved in recruiting the little girls for Jeffrey. I was listening to watching some of this, like, it's so sickening. Like, it's so sick, you guys. She better watch out, though, because she might accidentally commit suicide here soon. Right? Chihuahua hit my phone. Aw. Yeah, he was like, right. He was like the housekeeper. But he said that everything was set up to Ghislaine's specs. I mean, he went into like great detail about stuff, you guys. Like, but here's my thing, okay? You know, he talks about all this horrendous stuff, but did he do anything? Did he call the police? Did he do anything? No. Which, what does that say about him as a person, right? He's a scumbag just like she is, but yeah. Okay, you guys, so let's talk about Josh Duggar. Here's what I don't understand. So Jim Bob Duggar is paying thousands, okay? Thousands of dollars. I'm sure it's hundreds of thousands of dollars for Josh's defense, right? You guys, I made the mistake of looking to see what was going on in the case last night, and I cried. I cried, you guys. It was so disgusting. I'm not going into any details about it, but there was a 3-month-old, there was an 18-month-old, there was a 12-year-old. I mean, all this horrible, sick, twisted shit that they were doing to these poor babies. A 3-month-old, you guys, that was found on Josh Duggar's computer. All right. You know, he's out here walking around talking about he's a born again Christian and he's this and he's that. He needs help, y'all. I mean, he's sick. He has a 2-month-old baby and he has 7 kids. What, his oldest, isn't she like, is she like 10 or something? Or 12, something like that. 7 kids ranging, you know, stair-stepped all the way down. And he's downloading this sick, twisted shit on his computer. I mean, obviously, those kids need to be removed from that home. His wife is a wackadoo. She's just as sick as he is, in my opinion. You know, she's sitting in court hearing all these specific details, you know, of what these grown adults are doing to these babies in these videos. And she's sitting there hearing it. It's your husband that downloaded that shit. Like, and then to find out that Jim Bob Duggar, the dad who's paying for all this, you know, if that isn't bad enough, he did an interview where he went into specifics about, you know, back when Josh was, I don't know, 2003 or 2004, when he molested 4 of his little sisters and a babysitter. Jim Bob Duggar went into details, into specifics about what Josh Duggar told him happened, right? Well, then he gets into court the other day and he's like, oh, I don't remember. Oh, I don't remember. And he has downplayed it for so many years that apparently, like Joy Forsyth, his daughter Joy, she was, what, 5 at the time that this all happened to her? So apparently Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar have told these girls, their daughters, they downplayed it. Like, oh, it was no big deal. It only happened a couple times. It was no big deal. No, he didn't do anything serious. You guys, and now it's all coming out. The truth is all coming out, you know, because they have all this documentation. And bam, you know, like Joy, who was 5 years old at the time, now, I mean, she's going to now have to go on and deal with this emotionally because according to her mom and dad, oh, he didn't really do anything. It was no big deal. You know, so how twisted and screwed up are you that you would downplay it when 4 of your daughters were molested by your psycho son? Like, you guys, it's so sickening. Right? I am. That's so true. Yep. I know it, Julia. It's so, Sharon, it's sickening, isn't it? Hi, Ann. What's happening? It's so disgusting. I literally cried last night, you guys. Like, and I'm not the type of person that just sits there and cries. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, if something pisses me off, I cry, or if something really upsets me, I cry. But I'm talking, I sat there bawling like a baby because I made the mistake of looking up what had gone on with the trial. Well, I didn't know they were going to go into like specific graphic details. You know what I mean? I was like, it was gross. But yeah, so I guess Jim Bob Duggar is running for Senate. Gee, isn't that nice? That's exactly what we need in there in Arkansas. Hey, Kim. I know, right? Right, Pat? How can they live with themselves? Like, here's what I don't get. Okay, here's what I don't get. Everybody to each their own, whatever your beliefs are, great, right? But don't sit there and claim to be this Christian, this strong Christian family, and then you downplay that your oldest child, your oldest scumbag son raped four of your daughters. But then you turn around and say, oh, but it was nothing. It was minimal. Nothing really happened. How can you call yourself a mother and a father, first of all? How can you call yourself a Christian, second of all? Like, come on. So screwed up. I don't know, Sharon. They haven't, they're still going through the trial. I don't know. They said isn't he facing like 40 years or something? But here's the other thing. For a while, I felt so sorry for Josh Duggar's wife, Anna. I felt so sorry for her. I was like, that poor child. But you know what? Bullshit. She's been sitting in that courtroom, hearing all the specific details that her husband's accused of. She knows what he's accused of, and it's got to be hitting her now that, wow, maybe he really did do this. Because he's trying to put it off on some ex-con who was working there, who wasn't even in Arkansas at the time. He's trying to put it off on everybody else. That's the other thing. How can you call yourself a Christian when you're trying to blame your younger brothers, your friends? Josh Duggar is blaming everybody else, saying they downloaded this disgusting shit, right? So I don't feel sorry for Anna. I think the kids need to be taken away from her. I think she needs to be in for counseling, but excuse me, I don't feel sorry for the bitch. Sorry, but come on. Hey, Candy, what's happening? Right, Julia, right? It's just so sickening, like what our world's come to. You know what I mean? Just the sick, twisted shit that's going on. Like, you guys. So then the other day, let me tell you, Ken and I chit chat back and forth and throughout the week, and she mentioned something about the school shooting, and I was like, what school shooting? Because I literally haven't had the TV on at all this week. Hold on, I don't understand why the Duggar parents are not in trouble for child abuse, right? Even though it happened a while back, they still, exactly. No mother could sit through that without exploding emotionally. Yep. The devil made me do it. Comedian on YouTube. Flip Wills. I love Flip Wilson. I used to love that guy. He's so funny. To know something like that is not going on your own. Yep. Exactly. So true, you guys. So I was like, what school shooting, right? I was like, what? So I guess Tuesday, a 15-year-old opened fire at his high school, killing 4 students. 6 other students and a teacher were wounded. The kid's name is Ethan Crumbly. They had him the law enforcement had him in custody within 3 minutes after they got there. He put the gun down, put his hands up, apparently. Madison Baldwin, she was 17. Justin Schilling, 17. Tate Myers, 16. Hannah St. Juliana, 14, are all dead. That's not the best part, though. That's not the worst part about this story, you guys. So today, James and Jennifer Crumbly, Ethan's parents, were charged with 4 counts of homicide and voluntary manslaughter, right? Ella, what are you doing? He had a journal in his backpack talking about wanting to shoot the school up. Okay, so here's the worst part, you guys. Like, I was like, what? Wait, what? So the gun was an early Christmas present from his parents, okay? He's 15 years old, right? They thought it would be good to get him a semi-automatic 9mm SIG, do you say Sayer handgun? It's what the Navy SEALs use, you guys. I mean, we're not talking about like, a shotgun to go hunt, deer. I mean, he's 15. What? You guys. Yeah, apparently he's still on the run. Um, I mean, not he's still on the run, you guys. I'm sorry, I'm distracted. The parents are still on the freaking run. And I guess they have an attorney, and the attorney said, "Oh, they're gonna surrender. They're gonna surrender." They supposedly left town Tuesday night when all this happened for their own quote safety. I guess the parents were, the day that he did this, the parents were called into school. So a teacher came over and saw the kid, Ethan. He was online looking into buying bullets. And the teacher was like, that's unacceptable. So they call the parents in. Well, so the mom apparently texts Ethan, the kid, because she found out about it. And she's like, you're not supposed to get caught. Ha, ha, ha. Right? The parents were brought into school because something, they won't talk about what happened, but something big happened and they were concerned that this kid was going to do something. He did a drawing or something, and 2 hours later, he goes into a bathroom with his backpack and he comes out with a gun and he starts killing people. A 15-year-old is bought a gun that the Navy SEALs use. Like I said, it's not a bow and arrow. It's not a rifle for hunting deer because he's an avid deer hunter. I mean, come on. What the hell's wrong with people? What is wrong with people? Right, Melissa? Right. I don't think so, Darlene. I don't. I don't buy into the MK Ultra stuff that much. Like, I really don't buy into that. It just kills me, you guys. Like, in what universe is it acceptable to buy a 15-year-old a gun? You know what I mean? Look, I'm all for the Second Amendment. Trust me, I'm all for it. You know, I think that's your given right if you live in the United States to have a gun, whatever, to protect yourself, whatever. A 15-year-old. He's 15. You guys, like, it kind of sounds like the mom walked on eggshells around it. It does. I mean, there's definitely, oh wait, didn't I read that the day they gave him the gun, the rest of the day, the mom was like shooting with him, like for him to practice using the gun? I don't know. I hope they are punished. They should be punished. You know, I mean, in this particular situation, they should definitely be punished. Now, a lot of the other school shooter situations, I don't think the parents necessarily are to blame for it. You know, and of course, these parents obviously knew there was some kind of issue with their dumb kid, and then they turn around and buy him a gun on top of it. So let's just add fuel to the fire. Oh, our kid's whacked out. He's got issues. He's being bullied, whatever. Let's buy him a gun. This happened very close to where I live. Really, Dawn. My kids didn't have fun with the right? What is wrong with his parents? How can they buy the sort of gun? Exactly. Well, honestly, sometimes the parents are at fault. If you bust their butts and make them behave at your house, they wouldn't go out asking like they do whatever they want. I agree, Darlene. I mean, but as far as like criminally, in other school shooting cases, criminally, you know, to hold the parents liable, this makes sense. You know what I mean? This case, it makes sense. He might have pressured his parents. True, but you say, no, you're 15 and I'm not buying you a damn, handgun like this. No, hello. I'll buy you a bow and arrow and you can go out in the backyard and shoot at a target. Right, Darlene? That's the biggest problem. You're not there to be their friend. You're there to be their, their person, their adult, their parent. Wow. No, it wasn't in Colorado. It was in Michigan. Surprise, Kim. Yeah. Yeah. I agree. I agree, Ken. I agree. I mean, my son and I were talking about it, and he was saying like, he was bullied in school, and I was like, I was bullied really bad in school. Okay. I mean, I was bullied up until all through high school, even, I was always bullied, but I didn't go and kill anybody. You know what I mean? Like, I feel bad for kids that are bullied. And I do know in certain situations, there's not a lot the school does when kids are being bullied. But still, come on. That doesn't open up the door. Oh, I'm being bullied, so I can go kill somebody. I mean, come on. Wow, Kelly, I'm so sorry to hear that. Wow. Hey, Tara, what's happening, Mama? There were 2 school shootings in Colorado last week. Oh no, what the hell? Ah, yeah, they're still on the run, I think. I mean, like, I don't think, yeah, I think they're still on the run. Welcome back, Tara. Right. I agree, darling. I agree. I mean, I agree. It's just sad, you guys. It's just so freaking sad, Yeah. I saw Ken. She came back. Yep. I agree, darling. I'm a flaming liberal, but I learned to shoot at age 9. Yeah, you're funny. I, you know, I don't think politics, I don't really think politics should play into certain things. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, right. I agree. I mean, there's 4 kids that are gone, and all these other kids that witnessed it, their lives are forever changed. The 2 school shootings in Colorado. I mean, is it ever going to stop? Like, what are we going to do to stop it? You know what I mean? I know a lot of people say, oh, we need to do away with guns. That'll stop it. But as we all saw with the dude in the parade, he used his car as a weapon, and killed people. So, you know, I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. Right, Melissa? Well, here's the other thing, too. Like, back when I was a kid, bullying consisted of I got pushed into a locker several times a day. I got, people called me names, made rude noises and stuff like that. But you never heard of like now, nowadays kids have to worry about being shot and killed at school. Like, you didn't have to worry about that back then. You know what I mean? Like, that was unheard of. The guys would bring their pickup trucks to school, and they'd have their rifles in the back window, and nobody touched them, and nobody was ever shot and killed. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Right. Fist fights. Exactly. I hate to be negative, but I don't see any change. Yeah, I don't know what the answer is. I wish I knew, but I don't know what the answer is. In Australia, you can only have a gun, and if you have a permit over 18. Here's the problem with that, though. If you look at, like, Chicago is a perfect example. Look at how many people are shot and killed in Chicago every weekend. And I can bet you 95% of those people with those guns don't have them legally. You know what I mean? So the sad reality is guns are still around, People still, the bad people still find out how to get the guns. They still figure it out. You know what I mean? I mean, so, like, what's the answer? Yeah. I don't know what the frickin' answer is, Yeah. Very true, darling. Very true. Yeah. Kelly, Kim knows exactly what you're going through. Um, right, I am. I agree. So we had an incident in our neighborhood again. I don't know if y'all remember, but months ago we had a hostage situation um, with this particular guy. It happened again. But let me just tell you this though. So it happened in September. It's not even been 2 months ago. And he's already been out and released back to his home with a bunch of guns. There's a bunch of guns in his home. So they released him back to his home with all those guns. And so guess what happened again? Same exact situation. They had SWAT team. He once again beat the shit out of his wife. And yeah. Hopefully they won't be stupid enough to let him out a second time. But you know what? I don't know. I don't know how these idiots get out. I don't know. I want to run into his wife so bad. I was in an abusive marriage. Like, I want to run into her so bad and talk to her. But everybody said she's just a bitch. Like, she won't talk to anybody. But I get that, because she's thinking she's keeping her little secret, right? She's keeping that her husband's beating the shit out of her little secret. I remember those days. So I really want to talk to her. We had road rage here. Someone honked. The other driver slowed down and they shot him in the head. Oh, the victim's paralyzed from neck down. Oh my gosh. Very true, Julia. Yep. When the parents at home, they get to face their phone instead of paying attention. Right. Yeah. Very true. I agree, Ken. I mean, something's got to give. Years ago, I was working in a school, and this kid was in 7th grade, and he was being bullied every day. It was nonstop, right? And so I was sitting with him at lunch, and these stupid little snotty-nosed shits came over and started bullying him with me sitting there. And I was like, oh, hell no. The other thing was his parents didn't have a lot of money, but they made too much money for him to get free lunch. So he wasn't eating. And I was like, well, shit, I can't sit here and eat when this kid doesn't even have the money to eat. So I started paying for his lunch every day. And then he would sit with me during his lunch. So anyway, he goes on, he ends up in high school. And excuse me, he supposedly wrote a note that said he wanted to harm a bunch of kids, right? So a student saw it, turned it in. So they had a court hearing for him. I went to his court hearing to speak on his behalf. The parents asked me if I would do that. And I was like, of course, because he was a good kid. You know what I mean? Like, he wouldn't have even written this paper if he weren't coaxed into doing it, which is what happened, and he ended up getting off and everything was okay. Nobody was harmed. And, and he said he had no intention of harming anybody. He was just angry because he was trying to get a shit beat out of him. Yeah. Hey, Emma, what's happening? Yeah. Me too, Dawn. I agree. I'm so grateful my kids are all grown. Like, I can't imagine sending my kids to school every day. It's scary. Really scary. Oh, and I was going to say, this child that I was talking about that I went to court for and all that, he's like doing good now. He's doing really good, you know? So he came out on the other side. Wow. Oh, that's awesome, Kelly. You got to have something, right, to get by your faith. That's awesome that you're able to see him. That's so cool. Right, Candy? I mean, they didn't call it bullying back then. You know what I mean? And I could have told every single teacher at the school and they wouldn't have given a shit. You know, they were like, you know, oh, they're making fun of you. Oh, I'm sorry that's happening to you. You know. But so what I was gonna say was when he was getting bullied, this kid I'm talking about, he was sitting with me at lunch and the bullies came up and started saying crap to him. I went to the assistant principal and I was like, is there anything we can do? Like, and he's like, okay, you know, I'm going to call the parents in. So he called the parents because I happen to know who the kids were. I mean, I was sitting right there. He called the parents into the kids and he told them, you know, you need to talk to your kids. You know, this is ridiculous. This kid doesn't deserve this, blah, blah, blah. It didn't do a damn thing. It probably made it worse. You know what I mean? Like, but there was, you know, the vice principal was like, there's nothing I can do. You know, technically, they haven't broken any rules per se, you know. Yeah. I'm telling you, Julia, if I had kids that were school age now, I'd probably be homeschooling their butts because, you know, it's scary. It's just scary. It's just, I don't know. But I will say, though, those parents, you know, you know your kid has a problem and you don't get him any help and you buy him a freaking 9mm handgun. What do you expect? You know, if you're going to be a buddy and not a parent, stupid ass people. Sorry. There you go, Darlene. There you go. That's how I got to a point after so many years, you know, of being, you know, made fun of incessantly. But I had an advantage because I was so much taller, you know. The boys were all short and I was towering over them so I could kick their butts, you know. So I got to the point where I was like, I'm not putting up with them anymore. And I started, oh, you want to talk smack about me? Come here, you know. And they bugged off a little, but, you know, it continued through high school even, you know. It's just ridiculous. You're in Alaska. Oh, my gosh. I couldn't stand that cold. I'd go nuts. All that snow. Let me tell you a little story. There was one kid that always bullied me. He was my age. He lived down the street. I was telling my mom, so he lived with his grandmother, okay? And I was telling my mom that he had been like bullying me really bad that day and it really hurt my feelings. And she's like, here's what you do. Go over to his house and ask him if he's ever got his butt beat by a girl. So I went over, called him outside. I asked him if he'd ever had his butt beat by a girl. He said no. So I beat him up and I walked home. So I don't know, about 20 minutes later, my mom's like, I didn't tell you to go over there and beat the kid up. His grandmother just called me. I was like, you told me to ask him if he'd ever been beat up by a girl. And he said no, so I beat him up. You know, true story. I'd love to run into that kid and see if he remembers that. I'm sure he remembers. That's funny. What vibe do you get from his energy looking at his picture? I don't know who you're talking about. No clue. I don't know who you're talking about. They call me Judas Brutus after I beat their ass. That's funny, Candy. That's funny. That's funny. You guys hear my dog? She's snoring. She's laying here snoring like crazy. Right? Oh, the shooter. Okay. You know, so when Kid told me about the shooting, I didn't know anything about it. I was like, what? What shooting? And I went and I looked it up. And when I finally, saw a picture of him, I don't know. I don't know what did I feel? I don't know what I felt. Like, I think I was just more shock. Like, he looks like he's 10, you know what I mean? Like, he looked like this little 10-year-old child, I don't think I felt anything other than that. Like, this kid's a little kid. Like, he's just a little kid. I never had to find my mouth to get me out of trouble. Aw. Yeah, it's funny. You grew up in Atlantic City. Wow. Wow. I want to go to Atlantic City. So this band that I really like, Greta Van Fleet, they're going to be in concert in Atlantic City in I think like May or something. So I told my husband, I'm like, let's go to Atlantic City. Let's go to the concert. And he's like, I don't like that band that much. I'm like, I don't care if you like the band or not. Let's go. Oh, goodness. Aw. My mom was old school. She always thought the teacher was right. Oh, no. Yeah, my mom she was old school too, but, she still stuck up for us, though. Oh, your mom lives in Atlantic City? Nice. It's only a couple hours from me. It's not that far. I definitely would love to go to the show, but like most of my friends that are like my age don't really like that band. I do though. I go by myself, honestly. Are you awake now? No snoring no more? Right? Right? I agree. And he'd have fun. He would like it. He claims he's like, oh, the band hasn't put out like that one big song yet. And I'm like, yes, they have. They're really popular. They have a huge fan base. And he's like, yeah, but they don't have that one big song. I'm like, I don't care. I still like them. I love their music. Or they remind me of 70s music. They're like a little bit of Pink Floyd, a little bit of Led Zeppelin. They're like a little bit of this and a little bit of that. They're a good band. And they're an awesome band. To be so young, but to be able to play that kind of music, I like that band. I'm a big music buff though, so. Right? That's how I am too. I'd watch any band live, except for, are you okay? You okay? What are you grabbing onto mommy's arm so tight for? You're okay. I think the only thing I wouldn't like would be like hardcore, like rap. I'm just not a big, huge hardcore rap fan. Sharon. Bye, Pat. Have a good week, honey. I'll see you next week. My mom was old school kind. They would go to your house and beat your butt right there in your own car. I should have said something about it. Or yeah, I seen her do it in a nurse's uniform one day. Oh, wow. That's funny. Wow. Now you're awake now, so why are you still snoring? You're so loud and noisy. You hear her? She's like so noisy. Why are you so noisy? I guess Ella gave up, huh? She gave up, you guys. Oh, my head is pounding. Hey, Afton. Well, it wasn't that I didn't want to go live. It's I was afraid I couldn't do it. But I figured it out. I got to see AC/DC and Metallica. Ah, I bet that was awesome. That had to have been an awesome show. Nice. How can you be snoring when you're awake? You're snoring, but you're wide awake. She's only a mama's girl because daddy's gone. I couldn't get it to work like with the new software. So I had to revert back to the old software, but I got it to work. So I was like, okay, that's good. What? There's Ella. Hold on. Hold on. Let mommy get Ella. She's back. Ella's back. Come on. Come on. You can come in too. Come on. Come on. Oh my goodness. Okay. I must have said her name and she heard it and she was like, oh, I need to go get back in there. No one's told you look amazing as always. And I want to say I really appreciate all you do and the time you dedicate. Aw, thanks, Candy. Thank you. Thanks, you guys. That's sweet. I love AC/DC too. Let me tell you, okay, I think I've said this before, but I've been to a lot of concerts, right? And I worked a lot of shows. And the best concert I've ever seen, you're going to think it's so crazy, but are you girls getting along? Are you getting along over there? Janet Jackson and Usher. You know, they're not my favorite music by any means, but as far as putting on a show, it was amazing, for sure. And like I said, I've seen a lot of bands. You know, when I worked backstage, I've seen tons of bands, and they put on a really good show. I had a headache for 5 days last week. Eventually gone. Hope you get good rest. That's helped me. Yeah. It was bad the other day. Today it's not bad, but I get like the really bad headaches, and they go on and on and on and on. And it's, you know, unfortunately, whenever the weather changes, my Chiari acts up, and then I get the nasty headaches. So my chihuahua was snoring so loud the other night. I thought it was my husband, but he was on the couch. It was my I know, man. They can snore, can't they? Did you see where they're trying to put a stop to them, given the vax? The medical workers at the hospital, to the nurses and staff and stuff. The courts are putting a stop to that. I saw that. I saw an article popped up on my phone about that. Yeah. Thank you, Candy. Let's see. Ella, where'd you go? Ella, where are you? Ella. I don't know where she is. I don't know where she went. Best concert I've ever seen. No one. One and only George Strait. Oh, nice. I bet it was a good show. Hi, Denise. How's it going? Eminem. Yeah, I've never seen him. I bet that would be a good show, though. One of the best concerts I've ever been to was Conway Twitty and Dolly Parton. I went with my mother as an adult. I didn't think it was going to be. I bet it was awesome. I bet it was awesome. I love me some Conway Twitty and Dolly Parton. Yep, me too. It doesn't, Kim. I can, you know, because so I have a shunt on my brain, right? And I dehydrate. I get dehydrated really easily, but it doesn't help them. I do get dehydrated easily though, but I've actually thought about, what is that thing where you get your ear pierced right here? Because I saw on the Chiari forum, like a bunch of people have gotten that and it's like helped their headaches. Is it a Daigle piercing? I don't know what the hell it's called, but I may end up getting one of those. Whitney Houston was amazing. The Rolling Stones, I bet. I would have loved to have seen Whitney Houston for sure. Oh, I've had headaches that have gone on weeks. And I'm not talking about like what I have tonight where I'm functioning and I'm okay. I'm talking about headaches to where I'm in bed, every little noise, everything kills me, and I'm just in so much pain I can't stand it, you know? CDC, Let There Be Rock concert. Movie from 79 won't cure your headache, but it'll rock your... That's awesome. I haven't tried acupuncture, actually, Ken. That's actually a good idea. Garth Brooks was my first, and I got to see him 2 nights in a row. Oh, nice, nice. That's it, a daith piercing. That's what it's called. Yeah. Does it help? It has helped. Oh, good, good. Steve Miller Band, I bet they were good. Yeah. Hubby and I were at the beach. Oh my gosh, I just went totally blank. Sorry. Anyway, we were at the beach and I just went blank. I'm sure my husband's like sitting there saying, it's blah, blah, blah. Anyway, we were at the beach and there was a free concert and we were like blown away. I cannot remember the damn name of the band. They're from the 70s. It was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. For a free concert on the beach, it was amazing. Like, wow. Steve Miller. Yeah, I'm sure that was a great, great one. You know who I've seen in concert? I think I've seen him like 5 times now. James frickin' Taylor. You guys. He puts on the best concert. I'm telling you. Do you hear that? Some moron out there with their stereo blaring. My daughter tried that. Didn't work for her at all. Really? Wow. I've seen like, some people have said it didn't work on the Chiari site with their Chiari headaches. Some said it didn't work, but some have said that it's helped a lot. So it's not going to ever make them go away. Nothing's going to make them go away, but it'd be nice to try. Usher and Janet Jackson was phenomenal. My friend called and she's like, hey, I have these 3 tickets. I don't know if it's your cup of tea. It's Janet Jackson and Usher. And I was like, heck yeah, I'll go, you know. I mean, I know Janet Jackson's music from the 80s and I know some of Usher's music, you know. And I was blown away. Like, I was like, wow, I never thought that was going to be such an amazing concert. I was amazed. I have several friends that have their ears pierced there that said it's the best thing they ever did. Oh, good. I definitely need to try it. Oh, the Eagles. Wait, who was it that I saw? Blue Oyster Cult. Free on the Beach, Blue Oyster Cult. They were amazing. Dr. Alice Tubio, chiropractor in Houston. Good guy. Wow. I'm not supposed to go see a chiropractor because I have Chiari. When you have Chiari, you're not supposed to see a chiropractor. I mean, I thought a lot about going to see a chiropractor years ago, but they said it makes like the Chiari worse. So saw the Beach Boys on the beach in Atlantic City for free. It was pretty cool. Better than what I thought it would be. I bet. I saw the Beach Boys for free in DC on July 4th years ago. It was so much fun. I had migraines for years. They're rare now, but I have regular therapeutic massage. Chiropractor helped, but I have hypermobility and it was too much pain for the joints. Oh, wow. Yeah, I can't have massages because of the Chiari and all the stuff in the back of my part of my brain. I can't have any of that. So I'm kind of, you know, I'm stuck. I've been blessed. I don't get headaches that often, but when I do, they're bad. One time I thought I had to go to the hospital. I've been to the hospital so many times with these stupid ass headaches. Ugh. I hate them. I mean, I got, you know, when it just goes on and on and on and nothing will take the pain away. And I go to the frickin' emergency room and they give me like pain medication and I still walk out of there with a headache. You know, like they give me this strong ass pain meds, and I still walk out with a headache. Like, it doesn't totally take it away. It sucks. Garth Brooks does put on a good show. It doesn't matter where your seat is. It's like nice. I would love to see him. Yeah. Years ago, I saw the Beach Boys in Chicago together. Oh, I bet that was awesome. That's one band I need to go see, is Chicago. I love Chicago. Yeah. Blue Oyster Cult. Yeah. I'm not a big Kid Rock fan, but my friend got me a ticket, and I was amazed at how many instruments he plays. And he also spun records. Yeah, he's really good. I'm not a big fan of his, but he's good. Oh, Richard Marx. He'd be cool to see too, for sure. Yeah, I can't go there. I ended up, they did a spinal tap on me, and I ended up in the hospital for like 4 days in the worst pain of my life. It was horrible, like because of the Chiari. And they finally come out now and said, because of Chiari, you can't have this, you can't do this, you can't do that. Because for years, they didn't know, Not to get off subject, but do you think about them putting Ghislaine Maxwell's obituary in the New York Times by mistake? I didn't hear anything about that. Holy shit, really? Wow. Didn't help my daughter Victoria. She has headaches every day of her life. She has learned to live with them. I can feel her pain. Oh my God. You guys, I trust me, I understand. Wow. Wow. That's so screwed up. I didn't know anything about that, Candy. That's crazy. But I said earlier, she needs to watch out or she's going to end up committing suicide herself. There you go. I saw the Rolling Stones. It was my cousin's wish before she passed at age 40. They were beyond amazing. I never liked them, but Jagger was incredible. I bet. Holy shit, I bet. Styx was a school dance band when I was in school. Oh my gosh, really? Oh, wow. Have they checked your spine about your headache? No, it's from my Chiari. Unfortunately, it's just a part of me, and it sucks. It is a threat to her not to talk. You're so right, Ken. Like, she needs to open up her mouth and let it all come out, unless she wants to end up dead. You know what I mean? The quicker she gets it out, the better off she's going to be. Yeah. Maybe you've seen a spiritual healer, Victoria. Have you looked at that? I have not looked into that. That would be awesome, though. It doesn't, Savvy. It doesn't. It's unfortunately, it's just been a part of me my whole life, and the headaches, and it's just part of this stupid ass Chiari thing that I have, and I've just learned to suck it up and deal with it. But I will say this, like, if I do have a nasty, nasty headache, like, I don't feel comfortable. Like, friends will say, I've got texts before, hey, what about this, this, and this? And I'll say, like, I'm not feeling good. It's probably not the best time, because I don't feel like I'm at my best, Yeah. Excuse me. Right, Ken? Right? No worries, Melissa. It's just part of life, It's just part of my life. I just suck it up and deal with it. Wow. 2 of the members of Styx went to your high school. That's awesome. Yeah, I just need a little insight to that. Wow. Who was I thinking about the other day? Crap, now I can't think of it. It was a band that popped into my head the other day, and I was like, they just randomly popped into my head, and I was like, oh my gosh, I haven't heard of them since like the 70s, or maybe it was the early 80s. But I was like, why am I thinking about them? It was the weirdest thing. I didn't know if there was something to that, or but shoot, now I can't even remember who it was. Oh, wow. We have there's a place, I think out in the Shenandoah Valley. There's a place, and it's like where like spiritual elitists go out there. There's a bunch of healers. There's a bunch of drum circle guys that come around. Anyway, I need to go check there and find out if they have somebody. I don't know. I can't even think. I was trying to think of a song or the band, and I can't think of any of it. I can't think of either. Do you get them so bad to where you're so sick you can't move? Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's much better nowadays. Before I had the decompression surgery and before I had the shunt put on and all that, it's a lot better now, but they've become more increased and more frequent now for some reason. I don't know if it's just because I'm getting older, but it's a pain in the ass. Like I'm not complaining about it. Trust me, I'm not complaining about it. I could be in so much worse shape. Like, I'm not complaining about it. I don't like to complain about it. So I'm not complaining about it. I take it all back. Have you heard of Teddy Swims? I have not. Yeah, it was a classic rock band for sure, but it was like 70s, late 70s, early 80s. Can't think of it. Ugh. I'll be up all night trying to think of it too, because it'll drive me nuts until I figure it out. Incubus is a great band. Brandon Boyd's easy on the eye and very talented. I know who Incubus is, and he's very easy on the eyes. I know who they are. Team Dio put his hand on my friend's head and pulled his hand away fast. My friend's migraine stopped for 7 months. Wow. I need to write his name down. Oh, I dropped my pen. That's why I don't have a pen. Wow, that's awesome though. That's so cool. What's wrong with my screen flashing on and off? What are you ladies doing? You okay? You ladies okay? Kitty and Puppy are down here having a little meeting of the minds. It's okay? Huh? Yeah? He's great. Check him out if you get the chance. He just released his first album. Okay. Wait, who was that guy? Daggone it. So a friend of ours told us about this guy, and now I can't think of his name. Oh, this is going to drive me nuts. Apparently I can't think of anything tonight. Like, what the crap? I can't think of anything tonight. I don't know what's wrong with me. Teddy Swims. Have to check him out. I probably even shouldn't be talking about Ghislaine Maxwell. They probably whack anybody off talking about right? He's dead. Who's dead? Oh, the guy. Oh, he's dead. Oh, that sucks. Well, see, it's happening already. Something's wrong with her screen. Really? Something's wrong with my screen. Oh, the flashing. Yeah. It's not doing it now, though. That's what's so weird. I don't know. So nice out. Me, hubby, and all 4 dogs are sitting outside enjoying it. Oh, good. It's been really nice here, but tonight it's supposed to get really cold. Like, I've had the heat off and everything. And see, I'm not sweating like a dog in this room either, because it's not that hot in here. Just wondering, because I have severe pain, but I also had scoliosis back surgery 30 years ago. It's like my neck is broken. Oh, no. Ouch. Right? I wonder if you tried daily meditations, the kind where you scan down your whole body. I tried that at one point. I did it for quite a while. It didn't seem to help. Yeah. I could try it again though. That would be worth trying. Yeah, someone is messing with me. It happens all the time, you guys. Yeah. Yeah, it's you guys, like there are so many people involved in this Epstein Maxwell crap. So many people that, you know, you never want to think were involved are. And it's sad. I mean, it's really sad. So sad, you guys. You guys, I think I'm going to get off here early tonight. I'm going to go take some Excedrin and chill. You've heard of Netflix and chill? Excedrin and chill. How about that? Ah. Horses sweat, men perspire, and women glow. There you go. I'm not glowing tonight. Thank you. I know who you're talking about, Candy. Thumbs a word. Yep. Thanks, guys. You guys have a great week. I'll see you next Friday. And yeah, I hope everybody has a great week. Bye, Scotland. Bye, Julia. Bye, Ken. Bye, Afton. Bye, Tara. Bye, Kim. Bye, Candy Cane. Bye, Sabby. Bye, I am. Bye, Melissa. Who else? Who did I miss? Bye, Afton. Who did I miss? Who did I miss? Who did I miss? All right, guys. Have a good night. Bye. Love you too, Melissa. Take care, sweetie.